Have you ever thought that being too nice might be hurting your chances of getting a relationship? Today, we're going to talk about the nice guy conundrum. These guys think they are the perfect partners, the kind of guy every woman wants. But is this just them trying to stand out? Or does this attitude hurt their chances more than the jerk mentality they often criticize? We are going to talk about an interesting idea from old Stoicism that might change the way you talk to women. Stoicism is a way of thinking that is based on the ideals of wisdom and bravery. Justice and balance makes us think about how we act when we want to be the nice guy. We'll explore how being overly agreeable can sometimes lead to a lack of genuine connection and respect. By applying Stoic principles, you can cultivate a more balanced approach where your actions are not just about being nice, but about being wise. And just this shift not only improves your relationships, but also aligns you more closely with your core values, leading to a more fulfilling life. So whether you felt overlooked despite your niece, or you're simply curious about enhancing your interpersonal dynamics through Stoicism, this video is for you. Make sure to hit that like button if you find these insights helpful. Subscribe to stay updated with more wisdom-packed content, and share this video with friends who might also benefit from a Stoic approach to relationships. Now let's begin. Number 1. Being nice. Isn't everything many nice guys fall into? The trap of believing that their kindness should automatically earn them a romantic relationship. This belief, while well-intentioned, often leads to disappointment. Stoicism tells us to be good without expecting a certain result. Being polite and respectful is great, but it doesn't always lead to a romantic interest. Being kind is a great trait, but it doesn't automatically lead to love. If you're only focused on being the nice guy, women might not like you as much. Maybe they like nice guys and think they'd make great friends and listeners, but that doesn't mean they're attracted to them romantically. Just being nice doesn't make a relationship exciting. It doesn't create the friction or chemistry that works for a relationship. Remember that being nice shouldn't come with the hope of romance. Thinking otherwise can seem unattractive or even dishonest. From a Stoic point of view, it's important to remember that your actions should be based on virtue and honesty, not on the hope of a certain result. It's a red flag if you're nice just to get someone to like you. Are you really kind, or are you just using kindness as a strategy? This way of doing things can come off as dishonest and manipulative, which is bad for real relationships. A calm man is good and kind because it's the right thing to do, not because he wants something in return. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, said that it was important to act with good goals no matter what. When you apply this to your relationships with women, it means being polite and kind without asking anything in return. Real kindness is selfless and doesn't have any conditions. Many nice guys keep getting passed over because they wait for their kindness to be recognized, which it rarely is. Instead of focusing only on being nice, try developing other traits that make you a more well-rounded person. Having faith. Being assertive and having a sense of purpose can make you more attractive when combined with kindness. For example, if you like someone and always go out of your way to do nice things for her, like buying her coffee or helping her with her projects, she might appreciate your efforts. But if you never say what you want or show romantic interest, she might never see you as more than a friend. On the other hand, if you combine your kindness with confidence and make your intentions clear, you create the chance for a deeper connection. Say you like someone and always go out of your way to do nice things for her, like buying her coffee or helping her with her projects. She might appreciate your efforts, but if you never tell her you like her or show any romantic interest, she might never see you as more than a friend. On the other hand, if you combine your kindness with confidence and make your intentions clear, you create the chance for a deeper connection. Being nice is a good start and can lead to many things, but it's not what a woman wants. Don't be kind just because you want something in return. Instead, follow the Stoic theory of doing good things because they're good and work on becoming a well-rounded person. This way, your kindness will be real and you'll be more likely to make relationships that matter to you. Second, don't hide who you are. Nice guys often hide their true selves around women, but this goes against the principles of Stoicism. As a Stoic, you should try to live in line with your true nature by embracing your authentic self. Think about how you act around your friends. Lively, confident, sharing your interests, cracking jokes, and enjoying the spotlight. This is when you're being real, and it's attractive. However, when they're with someone they find attractive, many nice guys go through a big change. They try too hard to be a good guy, avoiding any behavior that might seem aggressive or selfish. This change, which is meant to be helpful, usually backfires. Women usually know when someone isn't being honest. They're not interested in someone who hides who they really are, acts too passively, or tries too hard to please. Women like people who are real. They want to be around someone who has interesting things to say, can laugh, and isn't afraid to be themselves. When you were out with a group of friends, the conversation flowed naturally. You joked around, shared your thoughts without filtering them, and didn't worry about impressing anyone. Now, compare that to a date where you felt like you had to agree with everything the other person said, or avoided talking about your interests because you were afraid they wouldn't find them interesting. The second situation is exhausting and can't last. An important Stoic philosopher named Marcus Aurelius wrote that in his thoughts, we should be honest with ourselves and not try to be someone we're not. Never think that something will help you if it makes you break your promise or lose respect for yourself. This advice can be used in every part of life, even in partnerships. If you try to hide who you really are, you lose respect for yourself and set the stage for dishonesty in any potential relationship. So, don't try to fit a certain image, just be yourself. If she doesn't like you for who you are, it probably wasn't meant to be, but you'll be more likely to get her attention and make real connections. When you stop making your personality less bright, accept who you are, stay true to your values, and let your true self shine through. This is not only more attractive, but it's also more sustainable and satisfying in the long run. Number 3. Don't just wait for a chance. Are you always letting her make the decisions? Are you waiting for your crush to notice you and ask you out? Nice guys often make this mistake. They put a lot of time and effort into someone they like, and then wait for her to start something. Most women like someone who takes the lead, so if you're interested in someone, you need to be confident and honest. If you're always waiting for her to make the first move, you might never get noticed. Being confident is attractive, and showing that you can handle things shows that you're a strong, attractive person. For example, if you've been admiring a woman from afar, you might think about her all the time and try to be around her, hoping she'll see your worth and make the first move. But here's the thing, you're putting your happiness in her hands. This isn't just about dating, it's about taking charge of your life. The Stoics thought that we should be responsible for our actions and not leave things up to chance. Don't stay in the background in your relationships. You won't get anywhere that way. You should be aggressive and take the lead. If things don't work out, you'll know you gave it your all. Fear of being turned down can stop you in your tracks, but remember that doing nothing is the real enemy. There are many reasons to take the lead. Every time you do, you show that you're interested and ready to take chances for what you want. You're working on being strong and brave. Important traits for growing as a person. If you see someone you like at a party, don't just stand there and hope she comes over to talk to you. Instead, confidently walk up to her, introduce yourself, and start a conversation. You're not trying to be rude, you're just wanting to take charge of your life. Stoics taught us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. For example, you can choose what to do and how to do it, but you can't decide how someone else will react. You're showing courage and self-reliance, which are important parts of the Stoic philosophy. This way of thinking is useful, not just in love relationships, but in all parts of life. Whenever you take the lead, you increase your control and lower the stress that comes from not knowing what will happen, even if you don't know what will happen. What you hoped for, you've learned from it and become more determined to live a moral life because of it. Remember that being a nice guy doesn't mean being inactive. It means being respectful and kind, but also strong and sure of yourself in your own life. So the next time, don't wait for a chance to show interest. Make one. You should be brave and follow your values, even if things don't turn out the way you wanted them to. You'll feel good about yourself knowing you were in charge of your own life. When you live an honest and brave life, you have to leave your comfort zone and take big steps towards your goals. Every time you act with purpose, you make yourself stronger and more resilient. Don't fall too quickly. Do you fall in love with every pretty woman you see? This happens a lot. When nice guys fall for a trap, it can be disappointing and frustrating. Nice guys often make too many commitments too soon. They get excited when they meet someone attractive and make a commitment before they really know the person. But the truth is that most women might not be the right match for you when you're looking for a partner. In fact, 99% of women won't fit with your personality. At first, pay attention to how a woman looks. When you're desperate for a relationship, you might fall for anyone, but women aren't usually attracted to men who fall in love quickly. They meet a lot of those kinds of men, so it's not unusual. Instead, women are drawn to men who keep their distance and aren't immediately captivated by their beauty. These men don't rush to compliment too much or do too many favors. Instead, they let women come to them. So, hold back a bit. Just because someone is physically attractive doesn't mean they're rig. Let us connect this to the ideas of the Stoics. Self-control and being wary of first impressions are things that the Stoics teach us. It's easy to get excited and emotional when you meet someone attractive, but a Stoic would tell you to take a step back and think about it logically. Are you interested in this person for who they are, or are you just reacting to how they look? For example, if you meet a beautiful woman at a party and immediately notice her, you should think about what you want to say to her and how you can help her. Try a different approach. Have a meaningful talk with her. Ask her about her interests and values, and see if they match yours. Show that you are interested in her as a person, not just as something you want. In contrast to many men who fall in love too quickly, this gives you the chance to build a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding. By slowing down and practicing self-control, you'll be able to make better decisions and form healthier relationships. Remember that true attraction goes beyond physical appearance. It's about finding someone who shares your values and who can walk with you on your journey of personal growth. So the next time you're attracted to someone's looks, Chan 5, don't just tick the boxes. If you ask a woman exactly what she wants in a partner, she might say that she wants someone sensitive, attentive, a good listener, or supportive. It's easy for nice guys to hear this and try to become the perfect example of sensitivity and attentiveness that they think women desire. However, women often only say part of what they're really looking for. They might not say that they need chemistry, excitement, or the feeling of being challenged, because these are more intuitive wants. So while you're busy being the best listener or friend, you might miss out on the deeper connection that's really attractive to them, even if they say that's what they value. Being kind and understanding, women want to be with someone who makes them laugh, sparks their romantic interest, and gives off an air of intelligence and confidence. For example, A man who listens carefully, remembers everything, and is always available is admirable, but doesn't necessarily create a spark. Women want more than just kindness from a relationship. They want to feel excited. Stoicism is about facing challenges and being able to always plan for the future. It means being true to yourself and living in line with nature and reason. This can be applied to relationships. Stop trying to fit into a list of traits that you think will make you more attractive. Instead, focus on being your true self. If you're naturally caring, let that shine through, but also show your other traits, like your interests, humor, and confidence. A Stoic knows that inner virtue and authenticity are more attractive than any mask. Trying to fit into someone else's ideal is not only exhausting, but it's also impossible to do. Instead of just nodding and listening, share your thoughts and opinions with confidence. Show that you have your own point of view and aren't afraid to say it. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. It means being authentic and engaging. Laugh, tease playfully, and bring a sense of fun into your interactions. When you engage with genuine interest and enthusiasm, it shows that you're confident in who you are. Women appreciate a man who is comfortable in his own skin, who doesn't just try to please, but also challenges and excites them. So rather than strictly adhering to a checklist of traits, focus on creating a genuine connection and romantic tension. Your best qualities shine brightest when there's already an attraction, allowing her to appreciate you fully in the context of a romantic interest. Remember, a true Stoic man is self-aware and self-assured, not just a nice guy trying to tick all the boxes. If you've journeyed with me this far and are still engaged, I invite you to take a brief pause and comment below with "Stop being nice." This simple act signifies that you genuinely resonate with the message we've been exploring. Your participation means a lot, and it's a testament to your commitment to personal growth. Now let's delve deeper and continue our exploration together. Number 6. Don't show off your money. Do you think that showing off your money will make women like you more? It's true that having enough money can be tempting. Showing off your money won't win you real love. Take your fancy car as an example. Why do most women care about what you drive? They care more about who you are when you get out of it. In the Stoic tradition, a nice guy doesn't become a confident partner just because he drives a fancy car. True security and self-worth don't come from things outside of yourself. Marcus Aurelius said that the soul is colored by its thoughts. This means that your character and the way you act speak louder than anything you own. Having faith, being humble and respecting yourself are much more powerful than showing off your money. Imagine two situations. In the first, you pick up a date in a fancy car and wear designer clothes and an expensive watch. The whole night you talk about your stuff and accomplishments. In the second, you drive a simple car, wear clean, simple clothes, and have deep conversations with your dates, paying attention and being genuinely interested in them. Which one do you think will leave the strongest impression? Using your money as an attraction tactic can backfire. People will notice, and not in a good way. Women can tell when you're trying to buy their love, and it can come off as fake and shallow. Real connections are made through personal qualities, not your bank account. Focus on building your inner virtues, like honesty, kindness, and toughness. These are the things that make you truly attractive and will help you build real, long-lasting relationships. So put away your designer labels and stop bragging about your looks. Adopt the Stoic view that your worth is not based on what you have, but on who you are. By shifting your attention from material things to personal growth, you'll not only become more attractive to women, but also find more happiness and peace in your own life. Thank you. Do you often tell people you're nice? This is a common mistake. People who are nice want others to notice and enjoy how nice they are, so that others can see them as different from bad guys. But bragging about how nice you are makes you look less nice. Men don't have to say they're nice. They don't want praise or rewards for it. Don't be upset if women don't praise your kindness. If you choose to be nice, do it because it's the right thing to do, not because you want something in return. The Stoics believed in doing good for its own sake, not to get praise from others. Big toe. One of the great Stoic philosophers said that we should focus on our own actions and attitudes instead of how other people react. The Stoics said that putting your happiness in the hands of others was a bad idea. For example, let's say you go out of your way to help a friend move into a new flat. You spend the whole weekend lifting heavy furniture and organizing their space. You expect a heartfelt thank you or some other kind gesture of appreciation. But what if that thank you never comes? If you helped because you wanted praise, you might feel let down or even angry if you didn't get any. But if you helped because you thought it was the right thing to do, the lack of praise wouldn't bother you, wouldn't bother your peace of mind. This is also true for how you treat women. If you're nice to them with the hope that they'll think you're better than other men or give you their love and care, you'll be let down. True kindness comes from being strong and sure of yourself, not from wanting to be liked or praised. Marcus Aurelius was another Stoic philosopher who told himself to do good without expecting anything in return. He wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live. While it is in your power, be good." This wisdom reminds us that life is short and that we should do good things for their own sake instead of waiting for positive results. Applause. So how can you use this in your daily life? First, think about why you do nice things. When you do something nice, ask yourself if you're doing it because you really want to help or because you hope to get something out of it. Do good things for others without telling anyone about it. If you're on a date, don't keep track of how many times you've paid for dinner or done something nice hoping to get something in return. Instead, enjoy the moment and focus on being present and genuine. Over time, you'll find that this approach not only fits with Stoic principles, but also boosts your confidence and self-respect. Remember that the point of Stoicism is to develop a good character and live in harmony with nature. By doing good without expecting praise, you free yourself from the chains of external validation and embrace the true power of inner peace and integrity. Don't do too many favors. Are you always saying yes to whatever a girl asks? Are you quick to offer your help, even if it causes you trouble? This is a common trap for nice guys who want attention and approval and think that by doing favors, they'll show how great they are and get attention. But this strategy usually doesn't work. Giving favors all the time won't help your case. Instead, it can make you look desperate and unappreciated. Stoicism shows us how important it is to respect ourselves and set limits for ourselves. A Stoic man knows that his worth isn't based on how many favors he does for other people. He knows that true respect and affection are earned through character integrity and strength of mind. Mind-confident, self-respecting men don't depend on favors to get affection. They set clear personal boundaries and stick to them because they know that their time and energy are valuable. As an example, let's say you have a friend called Alex who is always there for his girlfriend. When Sarah needs help, Alex drops everything to be there for her, whether it's running errands, fixing things around the house, or even cancelling plans to be with her. At first, Sarah appreciates Alex's willingness to help, but over time she starts to take it for granted and doesn't see him as a confident, self-respecting man, but rather as someone who's always there for her. Now think about another friend. John J.N. is also kind and helpful, but he knows when to say no because he has his own plans and values his own time. When Sarah asks John for a favor, he thinks about whether he can really help without breaking his own promises, and if he can't, he politely declines and offers to help at a later date. Sarah likes John because he's self-aware and doesn't mind setting limits. It's interesting that being able to say no can actually make a relationship stronger. If you value your own time and respect yourself, others are more likely to do the same. It shows that you have self-worth and aren't willing to be used. If you don't value your own time and respect yourself, don't expect her to either. Remember that your first duty is to yourself. This doesn't mean being selfish, but rather realizing that your own happiness and respect come first. By setting limits and respecting your own time, you become a stronger, more confident person. This not only boosts your self-respect, but it also affects how others see and respect you. So the next time you want to say yes to everything, stop and think about whether it's really in your best interest. By practicing this small act of self-respect, you'll find that your relationships and sense of self-worth will improve a lot. Nice guys usually don't play games or get involved in relationships because they think that being honest and straightforward should be enough. They don't like the subtle moves and tests that happen between partners because they think they are pointless or even dishonest. But the truth is that these interactions, which are often seen as games, are necessary to create romantic tension and excitement. Both men and women do these things, which help to build sexual chemistry and deepen relationships. From a Stoic point of view, attraction, honesty, and integrity are important, but navigating the complexities of human relationships often requires a nuanced approach. At the start of any relationship, whether it's casual or serious, there's a bit of a dance where each person tries to see how interested the other person is without giving away too much too soon. Dynamic, even though it may seem like a game, is a good way to see if two people are compatible and interested in each other. Let's think that a man, let's call him John, meets a woman named Emma John. Since a nice guy likes to be honest and open, he tells Emma right away how he feels and what he wants, hoping that she will do the same in return. However, Emma, like many others, enjoys getting to know someone slowly and enjoys the subtle cues and the gradual unfolding of interest by laying everything out too soon. John takes away the element of intrigue and mystery, which could make the connection less exciting. Stoicism teaches us the value of moderation and balance, and while it's important to be honest and true to yourself, understanding how society works can help you make deeper, more meaningful connections. On the other hand, nice guys like John might miss out on potential relationships by ignoring romantic games. It's not about lying or manipulating, but about recognizing and following the natural flow of human interaction. If you don't want to be seen as dull or too predictable, it's good to enjoy the subtleties of dating. Take part in the playful chat, allow the relationship to develop its own rhythm, and enjoy the gradual reveal of interest. This doesn't compromise your honesty and actually makes it easier to connect on a deeper level. It would be easier if everything was clear from the start, but too much clarity can make things dull. Honesty is important in dating, but you should also know that people are naturally fun and strategic. If you do this, you'll not only improve your chances of finding love, but you'll also build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship with your partner. Why lies don't work. Nice guys usually have a long list of reasons why women don't seem to like them. People think I'm too short, too skinny, or not pretty enough, but they're all wrong. It's possible for guys of all shapes, sizes, and looks to find love. Blaming your looks is just an easy way out. The Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control and accept what we can't. They say that shifting blame makes it seem like you have no control over your dating life, but your ability to attract women has more to do with how you see yourself and your confidence than with any physical trait. You can't change your height, weight, or looks, but you can change how you act, how confident you are, and how you show yourself to the world. That's where real beauty lies. Take the example of a man who, even though he doesn't meet traditional standards of beauty, walks into a room with his head held high, starts conversations with real interest, and doesn't let what other people think of his flaws affect how he acts. People, including women, are drawn to him because of his confidence. Don't use how you look as an excuse. Instead, work on your confidence. This means getting over your fears, putting an end to your negative self-talk, and leaving your safe zone. Take care of yourself. Focus on your hobbies and becoming the best version of yourself. If you do these things, you will automatically become more attractive, not because of any changes to your body, but because of the inner strength and confidence you show. Remember that Stoicism teaches us to develop our inner virtues. By improving your confidence and self-perception, you're not only making yourself more attractive to women, but you're also becoming stronger and more resilient. So stop making excuses. Accepting who you are and working on the things you can change is the way to truly improve yourself and the key to bringing the right people into your life. With that, let's end our conversation. Let's really think about what we've learned about the bad things that can happen when you try to be the nice guy in relationships today. Our study of old Stoicism has taught us that virtues like wisdom and justice are very important, and that being nice might not always lead to romantic results. Many people hope that Stoicism will teach them to be kind, but it teaches them to do good things without expecting a reward or a certain result. This philosophical view pushes us to be ourselves, showing that honesty and a balanced view, not a mask of newness, are what really build respect and meaningful connections. If today's talk about how to balance real kindness with Stoic principles struck a chord with you, please like this video and leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences. Also, make sure to watch the suggested videos on your screen for more talks on how to use Stoic wisdom in everyday life. Your support helps us grow and keep making useful videos. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to connect with people in a deeper way.